Hey guys, what's up? This is Jason, and I'm going to give you guys some tips on space stations. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've already done this video. I have, but there's been so many patches and so many updates to the game since my last space station video that I felt like I needed to go through and update it with more information. So, this is going to be a more recent and ongoing thing. So I'm going to keep trying to do this along with the updates. So if you're coming to this video like a month from now, it might not be 100% accurate. Please check down in the comments down below. They'll help you out with more information, and I might have another video, a more updated video. So always check that. Check out my channel for that. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to some tips that you want to use when you're on a space station. First thing is, whenever you get to a space station, if you're looking for a new ship, always scan them. Instead of going over and talking to them, and then finding out really the long way to do it, because they'll explain what their ship is, but you could just scan it, and you see over in the left hand that box right there. This is the name is the name of the ship. The class, it says it's an Explorer class. So it's an A class with 29 general slots and 8 technology slots, and it costs 9,900,000 units. So that's a quick way to do that. You don't have to go through and talk and go through a whole bunch of menus. You could just scan them, and as they come in, you could just see, and whichever one you want, that's the one you can go get. So boom, yeah, see, B, 18, and 4. So if you're looking for a specific ship, there you go. That's an easy way to do that. Now, when you first land, you get out of your own ship. You pop out. If you go over to the left, right here, and I never take the staircase. There's a staircase over on the left-hand side. I never do that. I just jetpack up here. But this side has the teleporter that lets you teleport to any other space station you've visited and your bases. So if you want to go there, I mean, look at right here. It'll let you choose anything you've been to. So I mean, I got a whole bunch of pages of stuff. But any space station you visited, you can go back to. So that's good to know if you ever want to go to another space station. And here we have the guild stuff. So this is, I believe, the Merchant Guild or the Explorer Guild. And this is just the quest giver right here. So it's going to take a little while once you get the story started in No Man's Sky. But once you've gotten to a certain point where it asks you if you want to explore or if you want to continue the story, you should be able to come in here now and talk to this guy. And he will be able to give you missions. And you could do different missions for different factions. Like, this is a Vy'keen mission. I can do that, and it'll increase my Vy'keen approval. I could do that for my, I need to be level 4, I believe, for the Merchant or the Explorer Guild? Yeah, the Explorers Guild. And it'll tell you right there, like, I need a level 4 for this one, level 1, level 4. And so you have to be a certain level because they give you awesome rewards. So if you want to really max out, like, your nanites or max out your units, you could do this. And every space station has different ones. Like, this space station has these sets of rewards and missions. If I go to another space station, they'll have maybe some of the same, but they'll be different, levels. So, always check that out, especially if you want to earn a lot of units fast. And I'll put a card up top for how to farm units that way and farm nanites that way. So, that you always want to check that out. And then this little terminal right here, this is the store, and this is connected to the economy of the system. So if you buy and sell items here, it'll affect the price. So if I sell a whole bunch of items, it'll lower the price. You see how, just basics of the economies in a system. You see how this is the chlorine right here. It's negative 12% and it's red. That means I could sell it for a loss of 12% to the average price. There's an average price throughout the whole universe, and they're giving me a 12% lower price to sell it at. So it's probably not a good idea to sell here because I'm not getting the best price. Anything in the white is in the average. That's the average price. So you're okay on the white. And if you see anything that's green, here, let's switch over to buy. Usually buying is green. Like right now, they're selling spark canisters at 13% below the price. So I'm getting it really cheap. 13% cheaper than the average price. That's why it's in green. But all these prices are affected by how much inventory they have. So the more you sell, like if I sold a whole bunch to them, the lower the price goes because they have so much. But if they only have like 1 or 2, the price will go sky high because they don't have as many to sell. And so that's how in general, that's how the economy works. And you can dive deep into how you can crash the economy and do all that kind of stuff. But that's generally how it goes. But if you sell to the wall terminal, it will affect the economy. But if you don't want to affect the economy, all you have to do is come down to one of these ships right here. These are traders. They have to sell and buy at the system price, but they do not affect the price. So if you have a ton of stuff to sell it to one of the ships that lands. It will not change the price. The price will stay the same no matter what. And this is also where you can look at their ship. Like if you want to buy their ship from them, you can also do it this way. It's a little bit longer, but it gives you more details. Like if you scan it, it'll tell you, hey, yeah, it's a B class and it's an Explorer B class, and it has 17 general slots and 4 technology slots. But this will tell you like where the slots are, like how they're positioned. That way you can kind of plan it out. Like this doesn't look like a good ship just because the slots are all separated and you can't really boost your technology that way. So it's not a good ship to buy. I mean, if you have a C class that's just a piece of trash, sure, upgrade to this one because it's better than that. Or if it has more slots, sure. But, I mean, you really want to have more of a connected slots than this. You want them all touching as much as you can. Anyway, once you get past all of that, if you go over here to the right, again, I'm just going to jetpack up here. This is where all the nanite shops are. This is where you can buy blueprints for your multi-tool right here on the right. This is for your ship, your starship in the center. And then your suit, your exosuit on the left. Now, you see how this thing is red right here? Normally there's a slot here. I had to buy it and use it for my suit. You can buy exosuit slots. Or exosuit slots. Good lord, I'm retarded. Alright. But yeah, and so you max out at 48 slots in your general inventory, 14 in your technology, and 48 in your high capacity. And high capacity holds a lot, so you really want to use that as well. But you can buy them here. So any space station you visit, definitely come over here if you're looking for exosuit slots. But you could also come over here to the merchant, and he will sell you technology. You use nanites for this, and nanites are harder to come by, so definitely be aware of that. But you can always get blueprints, and blueprints allow you to make things constantly. So I don't have to buy it. I can just create rocket boots or hazmat gauntlets. I can go through, and I can just keep making this over and over again. But if you're looking for more specialized stuff, you can go and just buy technology upgrades right here. And so you can, and the highest grade you can get is an S grade, and they're yellow usually. A grades are like a purplish red, and then B is blue, and I believe C is green. And so you want to get S grades whenever you can, but they're expensive. 422 nanites is pretty hardcore. Just be aware of the price. But this is where you get them, and these are one-time use things. You grab it and you place it, and then it's done. So you can't, once you've bought it, that's it. It's not a blueprint, so you can't keep making it over and over again. But always check out both sides. And if you want to customize your character, right here, this platform right here, you can customize anything about your appearance. The appearance modifier. So if you want to change your race, you can be a Gek, a Korvax, a Viking, a Traveler. You can change your body shape, so you could be shorter, you could be fatter, you could be whatever you want to be. And also, your head, you could change your helmets, your colors, everything about your character. You can change. You can even change your backpack color and all that stuff. Yes, I would like to... No, let's not apply changes. Let's just exit. But yeah, anything you want to customize on your character, you can do it right here, which is pretty awesome. And I think the other last thing is, in general, you can buy Multitool here. You always check it out right here. They made it a little bit more obvious. Before, in patch 1.5... The tool was slid off to the side. They made it more obvious, so it's kind of easy to see, and you can always go over here and check it out. You always want to try to get a better tool. Again, I mean, you want more slots connected. I hate these gaps right here. It makes it towards useless when you're trying to max out your technology, so I'd be aware of that. But the other big thing is you're going to see these cubes, and probably there's not going to be one here, just to make me look bad. But the other big thing, right there, boom, boom, beautiful. You'll see these cubes, and they could be blue, they could be orange. Look for things, because it has encrypted navigational data. Sometimes it'll give you nanites, but other times it'll give you navigational data, and that's really important if you're looking for facilities or anything like that. So you always want to check these out. Look at, I got navigational data. Perfect. I love that. And I could use that to find, you know, buildings and stuff on planets. So very important to always check those out. Always, if you see it, grab it. I mean, unless you have like 500 navigational data in your inventory. But I mean, like right here, boom, orange. I can always check that. There's always, I've noticed there's always like 2 or 3 of them hanging around a space station. Now, there could be more, there could be less, but on average, that's what I usually run into, about 2 or 3. So, but you could always check in all the rooms. And I would suggest also, always talk to the aliens on the space station. You can always ask for help with the language, so you can learn words of the race that's in that system. Or sometimes they'll even help you out with directions, like they'll point you in the direction of something important. So, yeah, like I can request dialogue help. I can barter. There's different things you could do, but it always pays off to talk to them. So definitely, and there's also a milestone for talking to aliens. So whether that's Viking, Korvax, or Gek, or whatever, there's a milestone for talking to a lot of aliens. So do it while you're on a space station. I mean, there's probably a good like 15 aliens just right here that I could talk to. So take advantage of that while you can. And those are like the overall basic things. I don't want to overwhelm with a whole bunch of information, but those are the basic things that whenever you want to land on a space station, those are the things I think about. I'm always going right over to the Multitool Multitool shop over there, and I'm always checking to see if they have the best Multitool or if they have good upgrades. I'm always coming over here to sell. I'm always, you know, checking out these ships to buy. Checking out this thing. Oh, it's a C-class, but that thing looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, and so always just keep all these things in mind, and it becomes second nature. And it'll make your game a lot easier, especially the exosuit upgrades, the slot upgrades. Always keep that in mind, especially early on. You need as many slots as you can get. So hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading tip videos and story videos all the time. So I'll see you guys next time.